Good morning, dear children. Yesterday we seen the started civics chapter number first, the Indian Constitution, and we seen yesterday why does a country need a constitution. We have seen discuss about the Nepal ki why the Nepalians want a democratic country, and after that today we are going to discuss one story, one classroom story, where the teacher is there, teacher's name is Mrs. Rao is there. Then we can see two boys are there. One is the Anil and another one is the Suresh. Suresh is the class monitor. So Suresh is in the class monitor. He is bully. He is not good. He is always bully means किसी को तकलीफ पहुंचाता था. His the classmate are not too fond of him. Means his classmate also didn't like to that. सुरेश मीन्स क्लासमेट भी उसको लाइक नहीं करते थे. Then Miss Rao, the class teacher, has to leave the classroom on some urgent work. She asked Suresh to mind the class. Suresh start picking on Anil. Means what happened ki Miss Rao having some work, and for that work she leave the class and she told that Suresh ki mind the class. Then Suresh start to minding. So while mind he told to Anil कि अनिल टुडे आई एम गोइंग टू रिपोर्ट यू टू मिसेस राव. जबकि अनिल ने कुछ भी नहीं किया था. बट व्हाट हैव आई डोन. अनिल आस्क हिम कि मैंने क्या किया. व्हाई यू आर गोइंग टू कंप्लेन अबाउट मी टू द टीचर. मैम व्हाइल यू वेयर अवे. तो जैसे कि मैम आते हैं वैसे ही सुरेश उनको बोलता है मैम व्हाइल यू वेयर नॉट अवे. While you were away, the Anil kept talking loudly and disturbing the class. He would not listen to me. उसने मेरा भी नहीं सुना. तो अनिल यू विल हैव टू स्टे. देन टीचर उसको बोलती कि अनिल यू विल हैव टू स्टे बैक आफ्टर स्कूल टुडे एंड राइट आई विल नॉट डिसओबे द क्लास मॉनिटर 100 टाइम. मीन्स बाहर जाओ और लिखो. मीन्स टीचर उसको क्या करती है, पनिशमेंट देती है. बट मैम डिड नॉट डू एनीथिंग. और मैम को पता ही नहीं रहता है कि उसको जानबूझ के सुरेश ने फंसाया है. नाउ तो इन डेमोक्रेटिक सोसाइटीज द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑपन ले डाउन द रूल दैट गार्ड अगेंस्ट दिस मिसयूज ऑफ द अथॉरिटी बाय और political leaders. In the case of the Indian Constitution, about which you will read more later in this chapter, many of these laws are contained in the section of fundamental rights. Do you recall the chapter on the Dalit writer Om Prakash Valmiki? Last year we seen that Om Prakash Valmiki's chapter experience in school from your class 7 book. In that chapter we talk about the discrimination Om Prakash faced because he was a Dalit. He read about how the Indian Constitution guarantees the right to equality to all the persons and say that no citizen can be discriminate against on the grounds of religion, race, caste, gender and place of the birth. The right to equality is one of the fundamental rights guaranteed by the Indian constitutions. Means here we can say कि how the constitution protect us. What is the purpose of the constitution? The important purpose of the constitution to the define the nature of the country, then political system. Like the Nepal earlier constitution described it monarchy ruling with the council of the minister. In the democratic countries, constitution set a guidelines that govern the decision making the process. So this is the guideline of any of the constitution. So among that guideline, in the democracy, people choose their own leaders to exercise their powers. So however it is possible that the leaders might misuse their powers. This same happen in that story. Okay, so sometimes that leaders misuse their power. So constitution provide a safeguard against this. So when they use and when they misuse the power, who misuse the power? The candidates, those who are the leaders. If they misuse their power, so um, in this situation, that constitution provide the safeguard against this power. Then moreover, to prevent the domination of the minority by the majority, constitution safeguard are required. Means here we can say constitution ensures us that the dominant group does not use its power against other less powerful group. मीन्स हियर लेस पावरफुल ग्रुप को कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन जो है उन पे कोई भी डोमिनेंटशिप मीन्स अन्य अत्याचार नहीं होने देता है. तो सी द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ द गेम स्पिरिट. नेक्स्ट इज गिवन हियर द वन गेम स्पिरिट एग्जाम्पल दैट वी आर गोइंग टू discuss now. Another important function, see the game spirit is about to begin. Now the game spirit is started. Let's play basketball today for a change. Now we will play cricket. We always have to do what the boy want because they are in the majority. Means here minority and majority example is given here. We can see here in one class there are the boys are more than the girls are in few number. So always what will happen कि जब भी गेम पीरियड आता है तब बॉयज़ बोलते हैं हमें क्रिकेट खेलना है, बट टुडे गर्ल्स वांट टू प्ले द बास्केटबॉल. तो ऑलवेज वोटिंग होगा तो ऑब्वियस है मेजॉरिटी की तरफ ही होगा. तो सेम हियर द टीचर डिसाइड टू सेटल द प्रॉब्लम विद द शो ऑफ अ हैंड्स. हे वी वॉन. ऑब्वियसली देर आर मोर बॉयज इन द क्लास. मीन्स सी here is the more boys in the class, so more hands are there for playing the cricket, and there is the less number of the girls, so that there is the less hands for playing the basketball. So obvious here is the majority win. But see कि कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन यहाँ पे और क्या हुआ है अभी. कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इंश्योर दैट अ डोमिनेंट ग्रुप डज नॉट यूज इट्स पावर अगेंस्ट अदर लेस पावरफुल ग्रुप. बट सी द एग्जाम्पल. अगर हम ये एग्जाम्पल देखते हैं गेम स्पिरिट का, तो एज गिवन ऑन द पेज such unhealthy situation occur in the democratic society as well. The constitution contains rules that ensure the minorities are not excluded from any privilege. It also prevents the tyranny or the domination of majority over a minority. Means here we can say कि ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए, इसलिए हमें डेमोक्रेसी में कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन की नीड है. अनदर इम्पोर्टेंट फंक्शन दैट अ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन प्ले in a democracy is to ensure that the dominant group does not use its power against other. जो डोमिनेंट ग्रुप है वो अपनी पावर ज़बरदस्ती किसी पे यूज़ नहीं कर सकते. लेस पावरफुल पीपल और अ ग्रुप उन पे वो यूज़ नहीं कर सकते. द स्टोर बोर्ड बिलो डेमोन्स्ट्रेट्स वन सच सिचुएशन इन द क्लासरूम. Such unhealthy situation can occur in democratic societies too, where a majority can continuously enforce decision that exclude the minority and go against their interests. As the above store vote illustrate, every society in is born to this tyranny of the majority. Means we can say in every society we found this majority means majority is over. मेजॉरिटी ऑलवेज क्या रहती है, आगे रहती है रादर देन द माइनॉरिटी. द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन यूजुअली कंटेन्स रूल दैट इंश्योर दैट द माइनॉरिटीज आर नॉट एक्सक्लूडेड फ्रॉम एनीथिंग दैट इज रूटीनली अवेलेबल टू द मेजॉरिटी. Another reason why we have a constitution is precisely to prevent this tyranny or the domination by the majority of the minority. Disease can refers to one community domination another, that is inter-community domination, or the member of one community domination and other winning in the same community, that is intra-community domination. So here we can say that constitution protect the people against the tyranny or the domination by the majority people. Okay, so here we seen ki why the constitution is need for us. Now we will see that part in the next lecture. The third significant reason why we need a constitution is to serve us from ourselves, that we will see in next lecture.